Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. I forgot my earrings. I look at myself going, what's missing? And my earrings are missing. Yeah, I'm not going to go back in. I'll survive without earrings today. As long as I have a little bit of color in my face, I'm good. Don't want to scare anybody. But yes, so what are we vlogging about today, D? Well, I've been hearing a lot of chatter during my lives and stuff about people who start out on plan, they're having a good breakfast, and then by dinner they've blown it. And they kind of get depressed about that. And I get that because you have these high hopes for a good day, and then all of a sudden you blow it on one meal and you think, oh, crud, you know? And I try to tell them, and like I'll say it here, when I started this journey the last time, go ahead, because you're already halfway through it now. Go. You're already halfway through the stop sign anyway. Freestyle. I kind of, I started my usual. It was kind of, the typical Weight Watcher. I get into the program. I, lose my few pounds. And then, of course, I was always nervous about this plan. And the 0 point foods, just, I've been a Weight Watcher long enough to say 0 point foods, something doesn't seem right about that. But I always kept them at bay. And then I kind of thought to myself, and listened to my leader. I guess I finally really listened to my leader because I don't always listen to my leader. Oh, by the way, see this? I unboxed this and I am giving it they wanted me to try it because I already have a watch. And I will be giving this away once I give my opinion on it. So keep your eye out for that because it's so far I like it. So far it's a nice little smartwatch. It really is. It pairs with Android and ISO. So it's paired with my Apple phone. And I'm duly impressed. For $49 on Amazon, I'm duly impressed. That's a whole, but that's another video. Keep your eye out. And yeah, you could win this. This could be yours because if you need a tracker, you have a smartphone, yeah, this could be yours. Because D doesn't really need it, but it was nice that they wanted me to just do an unboxing and all that. And I thought, so far, I'm actually liking it. All right, back to what I was saying. And then I finally listened to my leader because you go to these meetings and sometimes you tune them out. It's like, yeah, it's same old stuff, blah, 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 blah. Well, I listened to her and I used to laugh at her. I admit to her, I said, I'm sorry, I used to laugh at you when you'd sit there and say, well, it's Tuesday, I have my banana, and on Thursday I have my bar. I have my bar on Thursday, I'd be like, just have it when you want to have it. It's what you have points for. I used to always I didn't mock her actually. And I kind of get it now that she planned for these treats. She put them into her day. So she looked forward to having this chocolate bar on a certain day. She looked forward to having her peanut butter and banana that she loved a certain day. So she didn't go through her week yearning for something thinking I can't have it because she planned it in. And I thought to myself, you can do this. You can plan these things in. So I started to be more conscious of that, of wanting certain things, and I knew that I needed in my life, like cake, cookies, donuts, not so much ice cream. I'm just not, we have it occasionally, but it's not something that I crave. I'm more of a cake girl, cookie girl. So I kind of, played around with a couple different little cake recipes, and if you've seen on my recipe blog, dishwithd.blogspot.com. I can't post it in Facebook because Facebook calls it against community standards. I'm not sure why. It's just a blog. Don't know why. I've emailed them. Yeah, nothing. That's why I don't post it on Facebook. People say, I can't. It won't allow me to. It is listed in the description box below. And I played around with several recipes. I mean, there's just different things, and I wanted cake. I wanted good cake. So I came up with a party cake, a vanilla and a chocolate version. A little mini loaf, great on points, great on taste. So every once in a while when I know there's going to be a week where I want some cake, I plan that in. I make it, and sometimes I only eat half of it because it makes a little mini loaf that's probably about this big. And you know, I mean, I could eat the whole thing, but I feel I could do a half one day and half another for 2 points. So it's totally able to be fit in. So I just started doing that. I started playing around with recipes and finagling points. Like if I know I'm going to want something today, I put it in my tracker first, so I'm able to plan the rest of my day around it. And I always say your 0 point foods are your friend. You don't overindulge in them, but you definitely plan your meal around them. Especially now being on the purple plan, this shirt's getting too big. I'll have brown rice and quinoa and potatoes. Do I have a whole, bunch of it? No, I have a serving. A nice serving, mind you, but a serving. So it's definitely in my plan to have that. So I try to be very diligent with my points. And when you do purple, was one of the reasons why I've done purple, is I focus on the 0 point purple foods for my carbs, which are all the carbs on the 0 points that I choose on the purple plan are always 0. Like the Grace's oat bread. Oh my God, if you've not made Grace's oat bread, you're not living right. It's by far my favorite breakfast bread. It's so good. It's dense, but it toasts like a dream. And you put anything on there, avocado, pumpkin butter. I mean, if I remember to tag videos on here, because sometimes I don't watch my videos back to remember that I have to. It's a tough life. I'm a busy girl. And so I'm telling you, the pumpkin butter is worth making. Again, you can make something 0 points if you plan it. Look for a recipe, make it WW friendly, and you yourself could have something really fantastic as this pumpkin butter. It's amazing. It truly is. And it doesn't cost you anything in points. But I don't eat the whole entire container of it. I have a serving. So what I'm saying is, don't beat yourself up. We all have, days like that, but try to fit in things. It definitely, I'm not going to lie I'm going to tell you it's easy, because it definitely takes work, and it depends on how, but you can fit in foods you enjoy, and you look and you crave and you look forward to. It takes a little planning. It takes a little fitting in, like I said, if I want a Dunkin' matcha latte for 8 points, I know I have to put that in. Then I can plan the rest of my day around that. Because I know I want to have my matcha latte for 8 points, and I have them. I don't have them every day, but I fit them in. Like, you can't, and I hate to say it like this, but you can't eat the way you used to eat every day. You can't. Obviously it didn't work. That's why we needed Weight Watchers. But you can fit in bits and pieces of that. Bits and pieces here and there, freckled into your life, and still be on plan. That's the advice that I have. Freckle it in. That should be my theme. Freckle it in. Sprinkle it. Don't think I could have this and this and this, and it's really impossible, and it will hinder your weight loss. And when your weight loss is hindered, you become depressed. You don't want to do it because you're like, I can't do this. That's not working. I'm not happy. This, it's just I last 2 meals and then I fall off the wagon, and that's just works with your head, and then you're just off kilter completely. You just are. I mean, like I said, I've been there. We talked also about the weigh-in day binge last night. I was a person who, on weigh-in day, ate her face off. I admit it. For a long time, I did that. Did it hinder my weight loss? Absolutely. Absolutely. It just does. So that is another reason why I say freckle in things. So you're not waiting all week for your weigh day and dying for something that you're saving for then. Instead of lightening it up, having not a full portion of it, because sometimes we can't eat a full portion of something that's high in calorie. It'll kill us in points. But you could have some of it. And I always think I'd rather have a lot of some than none at all. And that's how another thing I put in my head. If I want something but I can't have a lot, what I say, like almonds. Almonds are 5 points for a quarter cup, or 6 points, 5 or 6, I can't remember. But a quarter cup is not a lot. When you're used to eating handfuls and you think they're just nuts. They're good fat. They are, you know, but they are 5 or 6 points. So instead of having that, if you don't want to put all those points out, you have yourself a tablespoon. And you said, I can't stop at that. I used to be the same way. But now I say, I could have a tablespoon today and a tablespoon tomorrow and still stay on plan, but I'd rather not have any. I know that's hard. Like, maybe you're not ready for that yet. Like, it takes time to build to that because it is hard. Trust me, I am Denise, it is hard. But I sit there and I say to myself, when I want to crave, like I want to go back, I'm like, you can't go back. You don't have enough points. Aren't you happy with what you had? Because you could have had none. So be happy with some. That's the theme. And it's something you have to work towards. I'm not going to sit there for you to wake up and be happy to have some. You're not. It's going to take work. But like when you fit in these things, you'll look forward to that tablespoon of almonds. Like, I'm going to have a tablespoon of almonds right now because that's on my plan. I always say, sit down, write yourself out a day and stick to that day. And think to yourself, I'm glad for what I have, not for what I don't have. Like, that's another one of my themes. We always say, think about what you can eat, not what you can't eat, which is huge. Like, look at all the beautiful protein we can eat. Shrimp. You can have shrimp. Are you kidding me? That's like a gift from the heavens that you could have shrimp. You could have shrimp. You could have beautiful grilled chicken. You could have everything in moderation. But on the 0 point list, I mean, there's ground turkey. You can go to if you can get the 98% laying ground beef. It's not 0, but it's very low in point. Not my favorite. I'm more of a fattier kind of beef. I like 85-15 in my beef. I just do. I suck up the points for it. Again, that's my choice. We all have choices in this journey. And how we spend our points is up to us. I choose to spend my points on 85-15. I just like the way it tastes. I'm not going to sit there and say, well, I want the lower points and not enjoy my beef. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it because it's just not what I enjoy. And I don't suffer taste for points. I'm not doing it. Because this is a lifestyle, and I know that is how I want to live my life. So that is, why I choose to bank on my points. And like I said, it is our bank to do with what we want and how we decide to spend it. But just realize that bank is a forever bank. That we have to really realize that this is a lifestyle for life. We can't sit there and now have the 98% beef, and then when we're done and we've reached goal, go back to the 80-20 and think it's all going to be okay. Doesn't work that way. Yep, you have to make sustainable lifestyle changes that you can just roll over into your lifetime, roll over into your goal and your, what is what I'm looking for? Goal, lifetime. I guess it's lifetime. I guess I'm looking for a different word. Maintenance. When you hit goal, you go into maintenance. You want to be able to still roll right into it and not sit there and roll backwards, because that can happen. A lot of people think once I hit goal of maintenance, I can just do what I want. You can't. The journey never ends. It just continues. It gets tweaked a little bit. You get a few extra points because unless you don't want to lose, like I was done. When I hit maintenance, I was done losing. I've been on this journey for over 3 years. I needed to just maintain. I just was done with weight loss. I was done. And that's just was my choice as well. Like some people like these at a few extra pounds. Yeah, I suffer every week because I'm always hovering around where I need to be. But that's my choice because I just needed a break from weight loss mode. I did. I still do. It's been what? Almost 10 months, and yeah, I'm still enjoying being right flatline where I'm at. I can't complain. But I hope you enjoyed this. I'm at work right now, and if you did, give it a big old thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, feel free to subscribe. And if you know anybody that Dish with D could help, please let them know. Share my channel. You know that below the video there's a share link. Feel free to share it. And ooh, I gotta get in the parking lot. And remember, you're only one meal away from being back on track. Do not let food rule you. You need to rule your food. Control, people. Like Janet Jackson. Control. Have a great day.